Alright, let's check out Solana. So in the last video I made for Solana titled All Eyes on 112, I basically outlined how we need to get above 112 ASAP. And I said if we're not getting above here, today, tomorrow, at most in the next few days, then we're going to come right back into this channel and probably somewhere around the heart line, and then from there we'll have to reassess what's going on. So it looks like, we're not coming up to 112 again, unfortunately. If we do zoom out, if you're wondering why this 112 is so significant, it is the 618 from the low to the high of this macro move, and you can see perfectly pretty much 112. Let's just call it 112. So what to look out for now? We've obviously lost this. If I draw a micro fib from low to high, you can also see we are breaking through the 0.5, but we have had a bounce on the 618 here at 96. So, all in all, we are below our 200-day moving average, which is up here. We are below our 618, so I can't be bullish for Solana in the short term, unfortunately, until we get above these levels. And Solana is my favorite altcoin, so I don't take any pleasure in saying that at all. But another thing as well, if we look at the RSI, another reason which tells me we're probably going to drop, at least to the midway of this this channel, is if we look at this RSI, you can see that we had a downtrend. We had a high here, a high here, and we hit it here, went above it, and it looks like we broke right through it. So it does seem to me like RSI is probably going to at least do something like this, come down to 30, which in my opinion would lead the USD Solana valuation to roughly about 87, which is another 11% drop from where we are now. So when we made our video yesterday, we were basically somewhat around this level. Let's do it from candle body close. You can see so far we've dumped about 9% today since yesterday's video, and we are currently down 7.5% for Solana. Let's check out the BTC pair. Another thing we outlined yesterday, reason to be somewhat bearish, is that we are kind of making lower lows, unfortunately, on the BTC pair. We put a green line on here at 24223, and we basically said this is our last level. If we don't hold this against the Bitcoin pair, then we're going to be seeing new lows. And if we zoom out, you can see the 618 that I've got here is at the 203, which is well, from the point where we drew this thing, we said it would be about 16% decrease, but you can see that we've already had about a 4% decrease, so it's only about another 12% move from where we are now. And obviously if we don't hold that 618, then it is going to be absolutely brutal for Solana. I don't believe Solana has a 200-week moving average yet, but we can go check. No, Solana still doesn't have a 200-week, but every couple of videos or so I see if we do. I think if we come over to the weekly, I mean, I'm really not going to count to see if we've got 200 weeks, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really seem like we're close to having a 200-week moving average. So the best moving average that we've got right now is the 200-day, which is obviously all the way up here. If we come over to the USD pair, is at 145, and the 145 lines up with the 0.382. So I don't really want to be talking about price targets to the upside for now, simply because I've heavily highlighted this 112 and how important I think it is personally in my own analysis for Solana. So I would like to buy some more Solana in the future. Currently I'm mainly just holding Bitcoin because I do believe that the Bitcoin dominance is going up, and I do believe that altcoins are going to become cheaper against Bitcoin. So if we do something like this and start heading up like a rocket for BTC, then I probably will kind of reevaluate my positions in my portfolio and maybe scoop up some cheaper Solana and some cheaper altcoins. But for now, the Bitcoin dominance is having very strong volume coming in for the past 2 days, basically no stopping. Let's see if we come over to the weekly, decent amount of volume coming in. And on the monthly, yeah, it's a decent amount of volume coming in for the monthly, considering we're only 11 days into the month. So all in all, I do see the Bitcoin dominance going up, which in my opinion, is going to spell very bad for altcoins. And once again, you know, I don't enjoy saying that because Solana is my favorite altcoin, and it is the only altcoin that I own apart from a couple of percent in some shit coins like Dogelon Mars. So yeah, all in all, we're below the 112, so I do see us coming down at least to the 86. If we don't hold that, then I mean, unfortunately, you know, we might even come down to the bottom of this trend line, which is very, very far. But one thing I can say is if we do come down to here, we do have strong support on the $55 level, and if we did come all the way down to there, I would be buying a shit ton of Solana. I would be buying so much Solana. So yeah, I mean, really, all in all, we do look bearish until we break above this trend line, which is, let's say now, like $105. Then we can't even really talk about being micro bullish or macro bullish. And obviously, while we're below this 112, I'm not personally going to be buying any more Solana than I already have. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for Solana right now. Once again, none of this is financial advice, it's just my opinion on the market, and you should always do what's best for you. Peace.